Hello, everybody. This is Football Psych, and I'm Coach Mike.
And it's good old Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
And we don't
And
know where Lord Sarge is right now. He's like MIA. We're trying to track him down.
we
But
try to take Laji Saji down. Laji Saji.
I talked to him about an hour ago.
Yep.
So I don't know what's going on. He needs to be on the show and be ready to go. So, but anyway, we've got so much ready to go for tonight. And I tell you, I'm excited about everything that's going on, even though we just had a absolutely dreadful game against the Dallas Cowboys. It was
I
painful.
am, Coach Man Mike, I am utterly disgusted. I mean, this was a horrific performance, right? So I'm going to tell you this right now. I told you in the preseason, the defense was slow getting off the ball. The defense looked slow yesterday. It looked slow, looked out of shape yesterday. Marshawn Lattimore is trash. I said when we picked him up, I said it was a horrible pickup, and he's been getting picked on all year long. Man, I'm talking about they've been picking on. He has to lead the NFL in pass interference right now. That man, you see my name tonight, Lattimore, Joe Witt, trash. There were no adjustments made. They disgusting, utterly disgusting. I'm like me as a diehard fan. I am disgusted.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, I'm with you. We are going to definitely break that down a lot more today. And you know what? I'm telling you right now, wherever Lord Sarge is, somebody get on the phone and talk to that guy. Call him up. I called him a few times before the show. He didn't answer. He supposedly said he had a sponsorship for us.
Yep.
So maybe
Yeah.
he's in deep negotiations or something. But like, he needs to get on the show.
Yes. He called. He was excited. He's like, yeah, I got us a sponsor. I got us a sponsor. I was like, yeah, Laji Saji.
Yeah, you go, buddy. So, all right. Well, here is our record after the game. We lost to the Cowboys, and now we trail them by half of a game. We're on a two-game skid, and it's not looking good because our schedule is only going to get tougher.
Listen, these next 3-4 games are treacherous for us. I'm talking about we have like the games we needed to win. We needed the Bears game. We needed this Cowboys game. Now here we go with the Chiefs, the Seahawks, the Vikings, the Lions, and the Broncos. Like we needed these two games because it's only going to be hellified moving forward. And listen, if we lose against the Chiefs, which we probably will, but on a positive note, Terry McLaurin should be back. You know what I'm saying? Terry McLaurin should be back. Devo should be back. So these are pluses, right? But I'm gonna tell you right now, if our defense can't stop Mahomes and them, Joe Witt need to go. I'm calling for his job. He got to go. He has to
But
go.
I will tell you, as far as I'm concerned, both coordinators need to go. I'm not a
Yeah.
Cliff Kingsbury fan, but he doesn't seem to be able to have like his game. His game plan to me is absolutely atrocious. These little bubble screens that don't do nothing, and he just keeps calling them. The run schemes he has are not working. They're just too vanilla.
Yep.
His passing routes look too vanilla. Like
Well, so now, Coach Van Mike, let me tell you this though, right? Only reason they looked so plain yesterday because the receivers wasn't creating no separation.
yeah, they were
Only,
nothing.
there was nothing. Only receiver that was somewhat doing the create separation was Robbie Chosen. That's it.
Yeah, Robbie Chosen and he was trying to do something, and from a guy who just elevated from the practice squad. I mean, you got to hand it to him, right?
Yeah.
Like but he used to be pretty good, and I will tell you, I'm just so disappointed. I'm so disappointed in McCaffrey. I'm so disappointed in Jalen Lane.
Zach
Uh,
Ertz and too many drops. It was too many drops yesterday. When
yeah,
when, when we
he's
needed
got to
them.
be better.
Yeah, got to be better. So I as a whole, I'm disappointed in this squad right now. But I know we're gonna talk about this tonight. But this is the typical second year Dan Quinn decline. I said this was
Yes,
gonna happen. This is the
right.
typical second year Dan Quinn decline, and it's only gonna get worse from here. And then next year, with all the players that we're losing, in this offseason, right? To retirement, they age and now stuff like that. We don't have the draft capital. We don't have the draft capital to rebuild this roster. We do
Well, hey,
not.
we got a 6th round pick by getting rid of B Rob. So, like, hey, man, we can.
I'm just saying. And, and-
uh,
but yesterday's performance remind me of the Eagles championship game last night, we was exposed in all of the wrong places. And then our future, our franchise, is y'all getting them banged up. Getting them banged up. One of the positive things about this game, though, Sam Cosmi was back. Sam Cosmi looked clean. He looked sharp. He looked efficient.
It is good to see him back in the lineup because our line will only get better with that. But I will tell you, with him back in the lineup, we had no run blocking.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, it just wasn't. It just wasn't there. Maybe we need more reps with that to get it all going. Chris Paul was he better than Brandon Coleman? Yeah, people say that he was. I didn't see it translate on the field.
No, and there were too many mistakes. Too many mistakes yesterday, right? I was like, man, when Mariota came in, Mariota legs looked fresh. He looked crisp throwing the ball and everything. And as soon as I said, yeah, let's go Mariota, guess what this fool do? Throw an interception. Pick six. A pick six. Come on, man. Hey, I am utterly disgusted with this thing. The level of frustration I have with this Commanders team right now is they are horrendous right now. Horrible. It's a despicable team right now. And I said this before the season started, that we was going to be a middle of the pack team. 8-9 wins tops. I said this before the season started, and I hate when I'm right.
I hate when I'm right. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you, man. Like I want you to be a lot more positive because you're freaking right all the time. I hate it when you're right when you have all this negative stuff going on. It's like, man, come on.
Yes.
But you are. You're so freaking right.
And I hit it. I hit everything that we was gonna go through. I hit it on the head in the preseason.
You did.
Everybody that's watching. Everybody that's watching this, be on the channel.
See, I'm one of those guys that like to have hope. Like I was hoping Marshall Lattimore would have a good off season and that he would look okay. I was hoping that our offensive line would do something. I was hoping that we wouldn't have a sophomore slump. I was hoping we can build on the last, like all my hopes, man. And all those things have been crumbling.
And look,
let's take a look at overall things here because we lost this game 44-20.
22. Now look, Coach Man Mike.
Yeah.
Jack, Jeff, all these guys that have been loyal fans, been watching every week. They've been hearing me say everything that is going on right now. I've been saying it's coming to fruition.
True. Like they all heard it too, so they know.
Yeah.
And man, I hate it when you're right like that. but that's why you're the analyst like you are, right? So I'm going to talk about penalties here. We had 11 penalties for 118 yards. That's more than a football field of penalties.
And guess what? Guess where the majority of the yards came from on penalties? One player.
Good old
overpaid St. Juice. Overpaid St. Juice. And the majority of our penalty yards came from his penalties. This man got to go. I didn't see the appeal of bringing him to DC. I still don't see the appeal of him being here. And every quarterback in the NFL right now is licking their chops when they see him across the field. He got to go. He has to go. I do not want to see him suited up next week. He got to go. We need to go out to get Asante Samuel. We need to trade. We need to go do something. We need to do something.
Hey, we got the trade deadline coming up. I mean, we got between now and week 8. And, somebody might think he still has something left. So, if there's somebody who's delusional enough to think that they can turn him around, I'd say go for it. Get something for him.
We need draft. Right. We need draft capital. Let him go for draft capital. We can take a 6th or 7th round pick for him.
Yeah, we might get a 7th
for him. What's even more disturbing to me is that now we let Emmanuel Forbes go. We let St. Juice go. St. Juice is having a resurgence out there in LA. Emmanuel Forbes is picking up his play with the Rams.
So how much does that tell you? How much of this is Joe Witt?
It's Joe Witt. Hey.
B. Rob is having an insurgence too on offense out in San Francisco. He's been lighting it up. So you even talked to him, like you even spoke to him personally when you went to the practice. You're like, hey, I need 1,000 yards from you. And what did he say?
He said, I got you.
He said, I got you.
I got you.
And you know what? He's over in San Francisco, and I think he's going to get it.
Yeah, man, look, because Christian McCaffrey can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy. I mean,
he can't stay healthy.
He's an extraordinary player, man, but he's been beat up through the years, and it catches up with you sooner or later.
Even in the game yesterday, McCaffrey, I never seen him want to come out the game. He was winded. He was winded and was asking to come out the game. I've never seen that from Christian McCaffrey. Never. So B-Rob got a real solid chance there.
All right. So one of the things that we did was the injury report prior to the game. Taking a look at this, we had a couple prominent players out. Terry McLaurin, some reason, as soon as we gave him a freaking nice, fat, healthy contract, hey, guy doesn't see the field no more.
It's the DC curse.
No,
Yeah,
he's coming back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the DC curse. Every time we give somebody a big payday, this happens. Every time. It's the curse.
It's because we give these 30-year-old plus players contracts. I mean, what did I say in the offseason we should have done with him?
Let him go. Should have let him go.
I said we should have traded him while his value was high. Do not pay him the money. Trade him while he's high, while his value, his stock's high. And because he's 30 years old, and that's typically when your body breaks down.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even when he was holding out, he was claiming he had an ankle problem.
He did. Yep. He said he was never he didn't come into the season 100%.
Yeah, and I don't know what he did in the off season because I don't remember him being hurt last year.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Everybody thought he was faking it, but the guy has not been on the field, and like apparently he might not suit up again this week. Like it's iffy. Is he going to go? Is he not going to go?
Yeah, he's 50%. Noah Brown, they should go ahead and release Noah Brown. I don't know why
Noah Brown's on IR. He's on season-ending IR.
I don't even know why we re-signed him. I said that he had one play last year, barely any receptions, right? Barely any receptions last year. He was hurt majority of the year. Noah Brown should have been gone. I don't even know why we re-signed him. That's a slot Ja'Cory Brooks could have had.
Yep. And what's going on with Ja'Cory Brooks anyway? I mean, the guy can't get activated off the freaking practice squad, so he must not be showing up in practice doing nothing.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because like you signed Chosen off the street. You know, we signed what's his name off the street?
Chris Moore off the street.
Chris Moore. And you know, we're signing all these guys off the street, and they're the ones getting activated. What's going on with Ja'Cory Brooks?
I have no idea.
You going to tell me you can't beat Luke McCaffrey? You can't beat Jalen Lane out? Like you can't beat guys that we're signing off the street that nobody else wants? Like Ja'Cory, you're going to have to like wake up and start balling.
Yeah, yep.
And if you do, you got a bright future because man, there's all kinds of opportunities in Washington. Shaq,
right now,
I told you a couple of weeks, you need to suit up.
Yeah, look, I'm ready. Let me know I'm ready. I already got my Aunt Monk jersey on. I'm ready to go.
There you go, man. You're like, I think you need to suit up, man, because like this team needs like some serious health right about now. And so we'll see if we get Debo back. We'll see if we get Terry back. Noah Brown's on IR, but you know, we need help.
And I like the Chris Moore pick. I'm gonna tell you why I like Chris Moore. Chris Moore has been showing up. That's one. Chris Moore has been showing up, and he gives us a down the field threat. So that's one of the things I like about Chris Moore. He does give us a down the field threat. Robbie Chosen is a little quick guy, whatever the case may be, and he had a lot of targets in his game. Robbie Chosen had a lot of targets in his game, so that is a plus, right? Now, one of the positives about this offense, Bill did not fumble. Bill should have had more touches, but Bill did not fumble.
Yeah, but like he had a 2.5 yard per carry average, and like he couldn't find a hole. Maybe there was no hole.
There was no hole, yeah.
But I don't even think he ran over 40 yards. So no. I mean, it was absolutely a pedestrian game. I mean, I'm glad he didn't fumble too, but like that's just not going to be good enough. Like we've got to find a way offensively, the scheme. I mean, I put this on Cliff Kingsbury. He's got to find a way to scheme these guys open. And I get it. Maybe they went into it with a defeatist attitude. Like our top three receivers are out. We're just like not going to do well this game. Dallas is going to kick our butt. I don't know.
Now, me as an opportunist, if I'm on the practice squad, I get activated and I've got a chance to shine. I'm gonna go out the ball. And you know who took advantage of all of this? What's my guy name on defense? 55.
Jacob Martin.
Jacob Martin took advantage of Dorance Armstrong being hurt. Jacob Martin had a great game. He had a great game.
That's phenomenal.
True. He had a phenomenal. He's like, oh, Dorance Armstrong down. He out. Don't worry about it. I was like, damn, this man must be on steroids.
Yep.
Because he had a phenomenal game.
You know who did not have a phenomenal game? Jaden
Jay
Daniels,
Jay Daniels.
12 for 22, 156 yards, and a touchdown. Guess who else didn't have a very good day? Marcus Mariota, throwing for 40% for 63 yards and a pick six. Compare that to what Dak did.
Yep.
21 for 30, 264 yards, and 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. You can't win ball games like that, people.
You can't. And I'm gonna tell you right now, with the way Williams is down there toting that rock, and with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens healthy, that offense is dangerous, man. That offense with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens on it. I was so happy when they swapped Marshawn Lattimore. They had him checking Turpin. They had Sam Steele checking CeeDee Lamb, and they had Trey Amos checking George Pickens. I was so happy when they put him on the slot receiver instead of having to run around with them two. Joe Witt seeing what everybody else is saying. Marshawn Lattimore is trash. He's finally seeing it.
I actually think he needs to come off the field. I think you need a Bogdanby in the slot.
Yeah, something.
Either that or what's the other guy that we got that we can put in the slot? Chris Jones?
Not the old man.
Yeah, Jones.
Jones, yeah. Oh, his old self, looking like a sports commentator.
Yeah, but I doubt he'll go out there and create a PI every game.
No, and that's another thing too. We're not creating no turnovers. I did appreciate the safety. I did. Safety was great, but we're not creating.
Daron Payne.
Yep, good on you, Daron Payne. Daron Payne had a good game. He had a bunch of pass deflections. He was a lot of QB pressures, stuff like that, right? Johnny Newton absent. You know what I'm saying? Frankie Louvu absent. Secondary absent. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a disgusting game, man. Very, very disgusting game. Like there's nothing besides the few things we named. There's nothing else positive we can say about this game. The score was a blowout. The score was reflective of what we put on the football field. Disgusting.
Well, we always say that if our leading rusher is Jaden Daniels, we're wrong.
Yep.
And we're not in a good place. And our leading rusher just so happened to be Jaden Daniels. Our second leading rusher was Marcus Mariota when he was on the field. That is not good, people.
No.
Bill, 13 attempts for 33 yards, which is a 2.5 yard per carry average. His longest run was 9 yards.
And there's no balance on the offense. Why are we not feeling? Bill is a rookie, fresh, young legs. He should be getting between 15 and 20 carries a game.
Yeah, it needs to be closer to 20 for sure.
Yeah.
And the scheming, it just can't be a simple dive play. Like you need to call some stunts. You need to call some things on that offensive line to create gaps and openings to allow him to get through. Guess what, guys? Michael Parsons wasn't even there anymore. He's in Green Bay.
Look,
what's the problem?
And then not only that, they had their rookie out there, their rookie DN out there looking like a superstar. Frank Clark we held Frank Clark in check yesterday. He was in check, but it was the others. It was the others that beat us. Diggs did not play yesterday.
Diggs was out.
He was out. It was the others. You know, if Trayvon Diggs, Bland was out there looking like a superstar. He looked like D'Angelo Hall. Remember when D'Angelo Hall had all those interceptions against Jay Cutler? That's how DeRon Bland looked yesterday.
He did.
I had him out there looking like a superstar. I'm like, this dude is a middle of the pack cornerback, and you had him out there looking like a superstar yesterday. It was a disgusting performance by this offense. The defense is lackluster, and it's not going to get any better. Dallas put up 44 points against us. The Chiefs may do more.
Williams rushed for over 100 yards, had 116 yards on us for a day. Longest run was 33 yards and came away with a touchdown. I mean, that's those types of numbers there, 19 carries for 116 yards. That's what we need Bill doing.
Yep.
Corey Cross-Merritt needs those numbers. He needs 19 carries to get 116 yards and a touchdown under his belt.
Yep.
That should be a Jacory day.
And I remember before the season started, I said ESPN, FS1, everybody's talking about, the Commanders is a Super Bowl team. This is a Super Bowl team. There's nothing that can stop this team. Blah, blah, blah. I said, hold on now. Hold on. Because we're seeing it now. We're seeing the age of this team right now. We're seeing the inefficiency of the offense. We're seeing the lack thereof of defense. Even though Dan Quinn is the defensive guy, Joe Wynn is the defensive guy. And me personally, just as me personally, I think Dan Quinn needs to take over the play calling duties.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I
The
mean,
defensive play calling duties.
something needs to definitely change on that. So I couldn't agree more on that one. So from the receiving side of it, not any more good news there. Our leading receiver was Jalen Lane with 60 yards off of 3 receptions. Chosen had 4, but was for 36. There was a lot of dink and dunking going on there.
Yep.
Even though we had a couple plays that were downfield, Chris Moore caught one for 44 yards. Jalen Lane caught one for 35. Zach Ertz had a 27-yarder. He also had a touchdown where he was just freaking wide open.
Wide open, yep.
Wide open. I mean, he actually ran a really, really good route, found open space. I'm glad Jaden Daniels found him. Probably the only bright spot of the whole day. But look at CeeDee Lamb and Pickens.
Well, look, when CeeDee Lamb broke open for that touchdown, guess who thought it was?
It had been good old overpaid St. Juice, wasn't it?
Overpaid St. Juice. Why would you tackle Quan Martin? He ran into Quan Martin. Like CeeDee Lamb wasn't even nowhere in the play. He ran straight into Quan Martin. I'm gonna tell you right now.
For all those who are new to the show, we call Marshawn Lattimore overpaid St. Juice.
Overpaid St. Juice.
Y'all know who are new, because I think we got some newer viewers on tonight. Yeah. Might not be familiar with the history of why you call him that.
Overpaid St. Juice. He get paid all that money and he's a bum. We could have kept St. Juice for all this. And I'm gonna tell you right now. You
used to always crap on St. Juice a lot.
Lattimore's the new St. Juice, and I've been giving it to Lattimore since last year. I told you it was a garbage pickup.
Never liked the signing to begin with.
Never liked it. Never liked
the signing. And I actually was extremely optimistic about it. I have to eat those words because I was just like, oh man, like he's gonna be so amazing for us. Like this is a great trade. You watch, like he's gonna. And then you were like, nope.
Nope. and then I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, Coach. Look, and then I said, well, he just need the offseason to get his hamstring and his quads together. He just need the offseason to get it together. Oh, he's healed. He's healed.
He's healed and he's had an offseason, all right, but he's got nothing together.
Hey, if they cut him today, I would be satisfied.
Oh my goodness, man!
Buy him out. Send him on his way. Trade deadline is here. Send him to Tennessee.
Also, the wonderful thing about him, because we assumed his contract from New Orleans, he is a zero cap penalty kind of guy. We pay him $18 million, and we can cut him today, save $18 million and in available cap space. Which I don't know if there's anybody at this point really out there to sign, but you have salary cap space. We have flexibility to do something if there was something to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like at this particular point, I don't know who's healthy out there. I don't know who's out there on the waiver wire. I don't know if he has any trade value at this point.
No. He hasn't had any trade value since we picked him up. Trash. That's all the trash you're going to get. And next year, he would not be on this roster. If he's on this roster, I'm not going to watch a football game. Well, I'm not going to watch a Commanders football game next year. I'm telling you right now.
Like that.
I'm not going to no games next year. I am banning, blackballing. I'm not doing nothing with the Commanders.
You're still going to be in the parking lot out there giving people a bunch of crap.
I'm not even going to tailgate. I'm not going to do nothing if overpaid St. Juice. If mark my words, if overpaid St. Juice on this roster next year, I'm moving on from the Commanders. I'm still going to be with y'all in mind, body, and spirit. But I'm not supporting you. I'm not looking at you on TV. I'm not going to no games. So hear me clearly. Y'all better get rid of him, get some draft capital, or even in the draft. You can trade up, give him the spotty for some picks. We got 6 picks. Get rid of him. He got to go. He has to go.
I think he needs to go at this particular point too. But I think everybody around the league has seen how he plays, and I'm just like, yeah, he's done. He just looks like he's just done, like he's ready for retirement.
And Jack said release Lattimore and pick up Henderson from Cincinnati. Hendrickson.
Yeah, but that's a trade, and that would be extraordinarily expensive to try to pick him up.
Well, I mean, how much more than this $18 million we wasted on Lattimore?
Well, I mean, we have the cap space to do that, but like, I don't know. Someone might need to research how many years are left on his contract. because I don't know. Um, I know a lot of people from around the leagues where their contract situation is, but I don't know his contract situation. Because if you're trading for him, you're going to be assuming his contract at this point. And you got to remember that for us as a franchise, we are projecting out our our burn rate by year with the anticipation that when Jaden's rookie deal's up, that he's going to get that mega deal.
He's gonna get a super max. He's gonna get between $250 million, right?
That's right.
So
any decision that we make that we take on another longer term contract, it's got to be time phased, knowing that our franchise quarterback has got to get paid.
So now I got a question for you, since we're talking about Jay Daniels right now and this contract, right? So with him being the future of our franchise, if we lose these next 3 games, at what point do we start discussing shutting him down for the year?
I don't think you do, as long as he's protected. I think because I don't think Marcus Mariota doesn't have a future with this team.
No, he doesn't.
And then you have to look at, well, what about Sam Howell? I doubt very seriously he's really somebody that we're looking. I think for a while, I know he was your guy for a while.
Yeah.
But he had such a bad offseason. I'm actually kind of surprised.
You're talking about Sam, Notre Dame Sam.
Yeah, Sam Hartman.
Sam Hartman.
So I don't think he's the guy either. So like we're going to be looking for a new backup quarterback.
That's why I hated. That's why I hated all these 1-year and 2-year deals. Do you know the majority of this roster is going to be free agents in this offseason?
But I would think that you would probably agree that a majority of this roster needs to be a free agent in the offseason.
I agree. Touche.
Because one, they're very, very old, so we got to move on.
Yeah.
Two, I think we are going to have to bargain shop, but we need to start bargain shopping with youth.
Yes. Now, did you see Von Miller? I keyed in on Von Miller during this game, right? I was watching Von Miller take plays off. He would just go bump the lineman and just stand there. I watched Von Miller, and when we talked about the age of this defense, I said we're going to start seeing it. Von Miller, he's not the Von Miller from the old, and I watched him. I specifically watched him take plays off during this game.
Yeah, and you know what? That is one of the things I hate the worst. Like I remember Albert Haynesworth when we signed that big contract to him. He started taking plays off. It disgusted me so bad. And so I started watching, especially defensive linemen, especially edge rushers. I watched them. And the next person who came along that used to piss me off a lot about like that was Chase Young.
Yeah.
He started taking plays off. I'm just like, he needs to get out.
He got to go.
We need to get rid of that guy. He's a bust.
I'm gonna tell you one of the things another thing that infuriated me yesterday during this disgusting performance by the Washington Commanders, right? Another thing that infuriated me is that Clowney was on the free agency market, and we did not go out. We know we needed defensive ends. We know we needed defensive line help. Clowney was on the market, and Clowney had a great game for the Cowboys yesterday. He had a great game for the Cowboys.
I wonder what he's waiting on. I mean, is it because we're not offering enough money or what? Like, it's not like we don't have salary cap space, because we do.
Clowney, we could have picked Clowney up while he was on the waiver wire. We could have picked him up. Cowboys picked him up, and I'm talking about the man had a phenomenal game yesterday. He looked like rare form Jadeveon Clowney yesterday. It was disgusting.
I don't know why we didn't pick him up. We went the Von Miller route for some reason. Anyway, some incredibly horrible news that happened in Washington. Dorance Armstrong is out. He's out for the season. We are going to be placing him on IR. His injury is season ending. Thank you, Nikki, for reporting that. But Dan Quinn has said today that Dorance Armstrong injury is serious, and he will miss the rest of the season. So he will be placed on IR. So that here's another question: like, who's going to take his spot?
Well, we had the young man yesterday stepped up for sure.
Yeah, I know Jacob Martin, but you got to ask: is Jacob Martin an every down player, or should he just rotate in?
Well, he showed up yesterday. This is the thing right here, right? He showed up against one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. He showed up yesterday. Like the majority after Dorance Armstrong went down, he was the one giving all the pressure. Him and Deron Payne was all the pressure. Nobody else. Johnny Newton didn't have a good game. Von Miller didn't have a good game. Nobody else showed up. Bobby Wagner had a good game, as always. But no, he's the answer. He's younger, he's faster, he's hungry. You know, Dorance Armstrong, we didn't believe in him last year anyway. But he was leading this. He was leading this team in sacks and hurries. So it's a hard loss. But I believe
it is a hard loss. Dorance Armstrong. You know, I'll probably say he's like the only pass rush we really had.
Yeah.
If you could say we even really had one, but he was dynamic enough to do it. Like, long are gone the days where we had pass rush in Washington. And we're going to have to rebuild it, which, again, I've been on the campaign all off season. We missed a golden opportunity in a very deep defense edge draft class, and we didn't pick up a single edge rusher. And we are paying for it dearly now.
Yep. And we should never let Montez Sweat go.
And never let Montez Sweat go.
We should never let Montez Sweat go.
That was the very first transaction that Josh Harris ever did when he purchased the team. And I guarantee that decision, if it doesn't haunt him, he's not connected to football.
No.
It should hurt him knowing that was his first transaction he did as an owner.
What Ben Johnson said, why he didn't want to come to Washington, he said that ownership group is basketball guys, and it's starting to show.
Basketball guys. Yep. He can sell a team to me, but I need a loan.
Yeah. This team is not deserving of a new stadium right now.
No,
Hear me. This team is not deserving of a new stadium right now. They're not.
We need a lot more than a stadium right now.
Who is going to pay all that money? Pay for all the price of everything's going to go up tenfold because the team moving back into DC. I'm not paying all that money to go in DC to watch y'all get mud stomped. Sorry, no.
So our next game happens to be against the Kansas City Chiefs
in Kansas City.
In Kansas City on Monday Night Football. So the entire nation is going to watch this game on Monday Night Football, and we're not ready.
No, hey, look, and not only are we not ready, but we're going into one of the most hostile stadiums in the NFL with the loudest, most hostile stadium, right? Kansas City. Andy Reid has always had the Redskins / Commanders number.
We lost our Redskins name, but we're going to get tomahawk chopped.
Yep, and I am telling you right now, they're healthy now. Rashee Rice is back. Xavier Worthy's out there playing good ball right now. Isaiah Pacheco is toting the rock. You know what I'm saying? Juju Smith-Schuster has had a resurgence in his career there. They have so many weapons in that offense that this bum, mediocre Joe Witt defense is not going to be able to stop. When I say I'm disgusted with this team, I'm disgusted with this team. I know y'all can hear it in my tone, but I am disgusted with this team. And Joe Witt.
Andy Reid could have the flu and 104 temperature, and he could still freaking out coach our entire squad.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, with Rashee Rice being back, they're back looking like a Super Bowl caliber team. He was he was that missing piece. Chris Jones and the defense looking good. They playing ball. Man, listen, this is about to be a very, very difficult game. And I will be happy if we put up 17 points. We're not gonna win this game, but I'd be happy if we put up 17 points. If Kingsbury,
we're gonna give up 40.
Yeah, we're gonna give up 40. But I'd be happy. I will be happy if the offense goes out there and they show some goal, some unmitigated goal.
I think the only way that it happens is if we get Debo or Terry back.
The thing with even if we get Terry back, Terry's still gonna be banged up. He's gonna be on snap count. The rhythm is gonna be all between him and Jaden. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's bringing him back gonna be beneficial.
I read an article earlier talking about did he ever get his timing on by him holding out all off season?
True.
Which when there's so much more to Terry McLaurin, and man, we pay him so much money, man. The deal, we just get ourselves in these deals, man. And I know he's a fan favorite. I know you Commanders that are on here are less like, We had to resign him.
No, I,
And some of y'all beat me up a little bit when I said, man, we probably need to trade him.
yeah,
They were like, no, not Terry. We can't trade Terry.
no.
And I just like,
We could have
well,
sent
like,
we could have sent him away outside the conference for some draft capital. Send him to
I mean,
Tennessee, send him
serious
to
draft capital.
Cincinnati, send him to
Because
Jacksonville.
this past offseason, when we were having those holdout problems with him and he wanted like a gazillion dollars, his value was skyrocketed. We could have walked away with some serious draft capital from somebody.
Well, look, but my thing is, and I was saying this in the preseason. Again, chat, tell me if I'm wrong. I was saying that he wanted top 10 receiver money, but he wasn't a top 10 receiver. There are a lot of teams, there are a lot of teams in the NFL Terry McLaurin would go to and be the number 2 on that roster.
Mm-hmm.
So come on, man. Something got to give.
So I will tell you, we are all going to get together. We will do the show next week. Will be a pregame show.
Yeah.
Prior leading up to this game. So we did it before where our show, our live stream is a pregame. So all of you need to show up for next week for live stream. I know you all are going to be watching the game. So watch us first. We will end our show prior to kickoff and we will be doing the pregame show. All right. So
Louis 84 agreed with me. He said Terry McLaurin is a number 2 on any other team. And he agreed with me. And that's correct.
That's a good comment, Louis. I appreciate it. That's a good comment there, Shaq.
And let me see. Jack said, he said Jayden last week practicing, I have to throw to these guys. Which I agree. That's what Jack said. And no one, he said, Louis said no one was knocking on the door to sign Terry McLaurin. Only the Commanders.
Ugh. Quote of the week from Dan Quinn. The only thing that's been consistent right now is our inconsistency.
Agreed. Agreed.
I saw this quote from George Wallace. George Wallace put this out. Dan Quinn quote. I can't believe Dan Quinn would say something like that.
I believe it. I believe it because this speaks to his tenure as a head coach. I told you he has a history of this. In Atlanta, he did it. There was a steep decline, right? As the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, first year they was hitting, busting. Second year, steep decline, worst defense in the league, right? I don't even know why we brought Joe Witt along. Joe Witt do not have the credentialing for the position he's in. Dan Quinn needs to assume defensive play calling duties. He needs to assume that instead of sitting there just saying, yeah, we're going to go on off down. You need to tell Joe Witt to sit down and call down to you on the field. Hey, we need to do this. No, this is not what I'm saying here. There needs to be some kind of conversation had between him and Joe Witt. Because Joe
Witt can be up in the box like he is and maybe just say, hey, this is what I'm seeing. But I think you're right. I think Dan Quinn right now probably needs to take over. I see nothing. Like when I say nothing, I mean I see nothing from Joe Witt.
No, nothing.
Like nothing out there. Like, does this guy even have a pulse? Like I saw one screenshot during the game where he like slammed his fist down on a table when his defense messed up on a play again. And I'm just like, but other than that, like, I just like, okay. But like, that's the first time I even seen or heard that he's been doing anything in weeks.
Yep. And look,
I don't hear nothing about him.
And you've been out here getting skinned up all year long by some of the worst offenses in the NFL. The Cowboys got the number 1 offense in the NFL. So I kind of knew that this was going to be a good challenge for him and stuff like that. But these other offenses we've been playing, like even when we played the Raiders, we beat the Raiders, right? Had them looking like Ashton Gentier was out there looking good, stuff like that. But had Geno Smith looking like a superstar. Look, had Jordan Love looking like he was Brett Favre. You know what I'm saying? Like Caleb Williams. He had Caleb Williams looking like a superstar, man.
You know what we look like right now? We look like a Ron Rivera team.
We do.
And I so like I want to throw up in my mouth by even saying that because I wanted to completely block out that part of history. But we are back to the same old crap.
Listen, all of these people out here in the DC area, I call them delusional DC fans, right? I was like, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl this year. I said, no, man, no. Let this team cook. Let it cook. Let it simmer, and see how good the food tastes, right?
Hey, you and I talked about this earlier. we talked about this idea. Hold on, Lars Sarge apparently has finally showed up. Let's get him on there. I don't see a camera shot of him yet, so I'm not going to put him on until there he goes. He's got to fix his green screen. He's got to do other stuff to get on here. So as soon as he gets his stuff up and running, we will add Lars Sarge to the screen. He's trying to work through it right now. But so getting back to the conversation, the only thing that's been consistent right now has been our inconsistency.
Yeah, I look.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But at least he recognized. At least he recognizes the issue. Like, and
but,
that's
but
one
what I
thing.
want to know from Dan Quinn is this: anybody could say, "Hey, we got a problem." Okay, you got a problem, but you're the leader now. So
Yeah,
now I want to know from you. I want to be able to read out there. I want you to be able to comment like, what are you doing to turn the ship?
what I need to know. I need to know what kind of pep talks. What kind of pep talks are you having with the team? You know, you're about to go to one of the most difficult stretches of this season. What kind of pep talk? What kind of talks are you having in the locker room with your team? They
Yeah.
they they they, they
What are you
beat up.
doing to prepare them for
Yep.
this?
They're beat up. They're banged up. They're hurt. They're old. They're injured. You know what I'm saying? What kind of conversations are you having with your team?
So, on a positive note, Dan Quinn did comment on Jaden Daniels, and he said there's some good news. His injury, it's not significant or long term, but he said he'll know later on about the status of Jaden Daniels' injury, getting ready for Monday Night Football.
There, there,
We'll
there
see
is
how what he looks like through the week.
there is no way. There is no way we actually win this game if Jaden Daniels is not playing. If
Marcus
Mariota,
Mariota ain't it, huh?
yeah. If Mariota is playing, okay, we gonna be all right, but we're not gonna win the game. Only way we gonna have it be competitive in this game is if Jaden Daniels is playing.
Yeah. So, Lord Sarge, I know you're here, but you need to fix your screen for me to bring you on. Fix your screen. You got green screen in the background, but I do not see your green screen photo come up. Your camera look is not right.
Laji
So,
Saji.
as soon as you get that fixed, we'll bring you on. Uh, Jack, you are right. DQ needs to take over the defensive duties. I would
Yep.
agree nothing more.
Yep.
I do think he needs to take over defensive duties. I do not know what Joe Witt does, honestly.
Yep.
But whatever it is, it ain't there yet.
Nope.
So Lard Sarge will be joining us here soon. He's working through some technical difficulties, and then he'll be on. All right. So, but good news is Jaden Daniels, supposedly his injury is not serious. It will not be long term. But I imagine we were going to get injury updates throughout the week to determine if he's going to be ready to go for Monday Night Football. One thing good is, you got a whole nother day
And
to
what,
rest.
look, and then it's not only that. Even in this game on Sunday, Jay Daniels still hobbling around. He do not look 100%. Like even like
Yeah.
doing all of the scrambles, the quarterback draws, all that stuff. He still don't look 100%. Like he is really
we know
still
why
hurt.
this happens, right? And it's because it's a coaching thing. I don't. One of the things I do not like about Cliff Kingsbury's type of offensive scheme is his RPOs.
Yep.
I am
No.
not an RPO guy, and you can't take a frail guy like Jaden Daniels and run RPOs with him. He doesn't have the meat on his bones to be able to withstand that kind of contact. And you
No.
got to know you can't make a player into something that he's not.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
You make him a pocket passer, you protect him, and if he's got to escape and run for his life, he's got the athleticism to do it. But you do not design plays for him to take hits. I agree with Louis B4 there. He's not Lamar.
No. And look, and I'm gonna tell you, look at Jaden Daniels and look at Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's neck is huge. Like he's built to take hits. Have you ever
That's right.
like Lamar Jackson is built like a thumb, man? Like his head goes straight down to his shoulders. Like his neck is huge. He's built to take hits and all that stuff. And he's shifty, but he maneuvers. Jay Daniels is like he's fast. He's fast, but he ain't out there making cuts and doing all the stuff like Lamar Jackson. So Yeah, I like no. He's
All right,
not.
looks like Largy Sargy might be ready to go. He's shaking his head no. Are you ready to go? You ready to go? All right. Well, we are going to try to put him on the stadium here, and let's get him added to the mix.
Laji
Lord
Saji.
Sarge!
Laji Saji.
Hey,
I'm
you had
sorry. I'm sorry.
where
I
have you
literally
been?
sat my butt down on the couch. I put on Fox News. I fell asleep.
You showed up to
I
work.
fell asleep.
Hey,
When
what
that
happened?
commercial came on, I woke up and I was like, what time is it? It's time for the show. It's 7:30. I missed the show. No one called me. No one did nothing. I heard my phone didn't ring. I'm sorry.
He shows up 45 minutes late. Like, man, I can't believe you, dude.
I can't
All
believe
right,
you.
man. Hey, but guess what, Lord Sarge? You do have some positive news. So, tell us. What do you got?
Laji, come on, Laji Saji.
What's the positive news?
Huh?
What's the positive news?
You said you had an announcement to make.
You know, folks, it's Large Sarge here, right? It's Large Sarge. And I got Large. I didn't really want him, but I got it, right? So
Where'd he go? He just
Wait,
walked off.
no, he just walked
I've
off
been
the set.
trying to work on the Large part, right? So part of that is getting a healthy diet. And part of that is, you know, getting up every day and doing what I need to do, not falling asleep on the couch. And part of that involves AG1. AG1 is our new sponsor for the program. I take AG1 every day, and you can clearly see that I fell asleep. So that's not good if you want to stay awake. But it is good if you want to maintain a healthy complexion. It is good if you want to keep your hair. AG1, thank you for sponsoring the channel.
Thank you, AG1.
AG1.
I promise that I will take the extra supplement to keep my butt awake and get on this channel. And I am sorry, folks, for falling asleep.
All right. So,
Dear Lord, I was waiting for this tonight, and I can't believe I fell asleep and missed the half the show.
all right.
You missed
get
all
on
of
with
it.
the show now, so let me get on with it. So, like, the All-American Street Rods, our good old boy Dave, asked a question. Coach Man Mike, how do we turn this season around? Well, I will get to that. We're getting there. We're getting there because I might have some ideas for you, and I'd love to be able to hear what other people have to say when I make my suggestions on that. Because I do. You guys know I'm crazy, but I do have a suggestion on how to turn things around. I don't know if it's going to happen against the Chiefs, but I do have some ideas, and we're going to get to it here shortly. So anyway, the Chiefs are 10-point favorites. You know, I don't do betting odds. I'm not a gambling kind of person and stuff like that. But I got to throw this out there because whether it's DraftKings or it's Bet Rivers or any other system that's out there, we're pretty much 10-point underdogs on just about across the board. And I think that is even conservative. We're going to get our butt spanked by the Chiefs, I believe.
I look, Louis 84 said he's surprised it's only 10 points. And I agree with you, Louis. I agree. I'm surprised it's only 10 points. I was thinking more 14, 13 to 14.
Team Ohio.
I was thinking more like 13 or 14 points. But I mean, we're gonna see though. It depends. Now,
I think the reason why this is low is because they don't want to disrespect an NFL team. But it's gonna be a double-digit by sure win.
Yeah. After what the Cowboys did, last week, we may be underdogs. So only game that I see is not being an underdogs is the Miami game.
Hey,
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be in Madrid.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I might need to go to Madrid to watch that game.
All right, look. I might have missed the first 40 minutes of this show, and everyone, I apologize to you. I fell asleep on the couch. What can I say? I was so excited I fell asleep. I got myself all over excited. This team needs coaching. This team needs coaching. We have people. We do have people. Old as they are, I need to see the Young Bucks stand up. I did not see Young Bucks standing up, and I did not see Cliff Kingsbury calling plays that could put this team in a position to score more. I call out the offensive coordinator for not knowing his job and not doing the right thing.
Well, so I agree. I agree with you too. I agree with you to that point with Kingsbury play calling, because we've been talking about that. That's been crap all year long, right? But there's only so much he can do on offense if the defense ain't stopping nobody. The defense is horrible. Our defense is horrible. Got to be ranked last in the NFL at this point. It's horrible.
Let me segue now, because
not worse than Dallas. Dallas was last in the league.
All right, Large Sarge, we're going to segue here. So I will tell you, by far, our defense is absolutely atrocious at this point. I don't know what Joe Witt does on a daily basis, but whatever it is, he probably just needs to turn it over to Dan Quinn, and Dan Quinn needs to just take it over right now, because it's making everybody look bad. And I will tell you, defensively, it's atrocious. But like what was asked by Dave, how can we turn this around? I'm going to give you my top 5 recommendations of what we need to do to our defense.
Yep.
We'll talk offense later, but I'm just talking defense. Here are my top 5 changes that we need to make right now on defense.
One of them better be releasing Marshawn Lattimore.
All right, here it goes. Number 1, bench Marshawn Lattimore. Play Trey Amos and Mike Sanistril outside and put Igbinoghene in his spot.
Yeah.
Number 2, it's time to start Darnell Savage at safety and have Juan Martin play closer to the line at strong safety.
Agreed. I agree with that.
What? That's a great idea.
That's a great idea, because Darnell Savage has been having a good year since he's been with us. So I agree with that.
That's a great idea.
Number 3, Bobby Wagner can't cover anybody. So on passing downs, we need Jordan McGee in there. Bobby Wagner is great on early downs, but when it's a clear passing down and you need to be in coverage, Jordan McGee needs to be out there. Bobby Wagner can't catch a freaking cold.
And no, hear me clearly. On a lot of those defensive plays, when they drop back in the zone, and I seen Bobby Wagner dropping back 10, 15 yards in the middle of the zone, I was like, what is going on?
He don't know what he's doing back there.
Dude, why is he back there?
He's a great football player, but he don't know how to drop back, and he can't cover nothing.
Yeah.
It's because he doesn't have a choice, because that's how bad it is.
So number 4. No, I think Jordan McGee could do it. Give Jordan McGee. Like, everybody hypes up Jordan McGee, and I don't see him nowhere. Put him on passing downs. Let's see what he's got. Because anybody's got to be better than Bobby Wagner. But you could do that today. Number 4, have Frankie Louvu play those SAM assignments that Von Miller normally does, right? Because Frankie Louvu needs to get energized somewhere. And when he plays off the edge, sometimes he's got a little bit of juice. We don't have anybody else. Do something with Frankie Louvu.
He is not having a good year.
SAM assignments and move Von Miller to replace Dorrance Armstrong and have him swap out with Martin.
I'm gonna tell you that Frankie Louvu is not having a good year. Like, he is not having a good year. He is not having a good year at all.
Did you see Louvu fly in and miss Torbert? Fly in and just miss an open field tackle with his arm, and Torbert got a 17-yard gain for a first down. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I about lost my mind. I was like, oh, come on, man. This is basic. This is basic, man.
For number 5, excuse the typo for number 5. That's Jacob Martin. I don't know what I was typing on that. So, but I was trying to do it fast. But my last point is rotate Jacob Martin with Von Miller. Keep them both fresh, because Jacob Martin is not going to be able to do it all himself, but he's balling right now.
He's balling. He had a good game. He had a good game yesterday. We talked about this earlier in the show. Jacob Martin had a good game yesterday.
Yeah.
He did. He had a real good game yesterday.
These are 5 defensive changes I believe we can make right now with what we have and make a difference.
Gentlemen, I have a question for you. Both of you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Why aren't we featuring Von Miller more? He's healthy. Why aren't we putting him in more downs? Why?
So Lon Sarge, we talked about this earlier. I specifically watched Von Miller on defense yesterday. He took a ton of plays off yesterday. He would just go tap the lineman, and he would just sit there. He was moving around like he was trying to do something. He took a ton of plays. Yes, he was playing like Chase Young yesterday. He took a ton of plays off yesterday. So no. I would be fine with
light a fire under his butt.
Yeah.
If we don't light a fire under Von Miller's butt, he needs to be on the bench sitting right next to Marshawn Lattimore.
$10 million waste of money.
They could be holding hands on the bench.
Is that $10 million waste of money?
So those are my top 5. Do you guys like my top 5 D changes?
I do, especially number 1. I love number 1. I love overpaid St. Juice got to go, baby. He got to go. I love number 1. I agree with everything else. Frankie Louvu needs to get a fire lit up under his tail too. But I love number 1. Marshawn Lattimore gotta go.
All right, I need a drum roll for
Wait. Shaq, who are we gonna put in his place? Who's gonna step up in Lattimore's place?
I don't care. We can go find a. We can go get a dude. We can go get one of the 7-Eleven workers for all I care. He got to go.
I agree, but who's gonna step up? Who can we plug in?
I agree with yeah, that's what I'm saying. I put Noah in the slot and have Trey and Mike Sanders still playing on the outside.
Okay, all right.
And with Sanders still not really being that kind of corner, we just will have to spy over top of him, have safety coverage over top of him. That's what we got Darnell Savage for, right?
Coach, you think Igbenogany can look around where the ball's coming? He's looking at the receiver, chasing him down there, chasing him down. I'm chasing you. I see your hands are up. You think he can look around and put his hand up?
So I think
he's going to be Lattimore and say, I see you. You got to catch the ball. Here, let me put some of your face and get the penalty.
I'm going to tell you a guy who might fit the role if it's not Noah. I think Noah would be fine.
Yep.
If you have him do slot reps in practice, I think he would come around fine. He'll do better than Marshawn Lattimore. But I would tell you another one that would be intriguing to put in that spot would be, if you do what I say and you put Darnell Savage across from Quan Martin, you can move Jeremy Reeves there.
Yeah.
So, there's things that you could play with defensively to kind of make it work. But Marshawn Lattimore, he needs to be the water boy.
Yeah.
That's about what he can do right now.
I know. Yeah, he got to go.
And he might fumble. He might even fumble the freaking water bucket.
Yeah, he got to go. He got to be the most penalized defensive back in the NFL right now. He got to go.
That boy does not know how to turn around and look at the ball. I can't. How did he come from the Saints so highly recommended? I've seen one game in the last 2 years where he looked like he was that guy.
And it was against the Saints. It was against the Saints.
And it sold high.
Yeah. The one game that he looked like he was somebody, it was against the Saints. And Spencer.
Other than that, the man is not trying. I mean, he is supposed to be the preeminent guy in that position. We paid preeminent price for a guy in that position. And the man cannot seem to turn around and look at the ball when he's chasing down a receiver.
It's because he's already burnt.
He's already burnt. And so, look, we talked about this earlier too, Larson. In the game yesterday, you know what kind of adjustments they made? They put Sam Steele on CeeDee Lamb. They put Trey Amos on George Pickens. And they had him checking Tober, the third receiver out there. They took him off of the top receivers. They knew what it was. He got to go, man. You
play against Torbert. Bad.
That is a blatant sign right there when you're supposed to be all that and they put you in a slot to cover a number 3 receiver.
That's right.
That just tells you right there. They know you're going to get a PI and they know that you're going to get burnt.
He got burnt by CeeDee Lamb.
How much do we pay for Lattimore?
$18 million.
We pay $18 million a year.
$18 million a year.
And he has no salary cap penalty. If we cut him right now, it costs us nothing. I don't know why you still sign this guy's check.
$18 million.
Just for this season alone, to go out there and play the way that he's playing. I don't understand why he's still on this roster, honestly. I would just tell you, trade deadline comes week 8. I actually think it's week 9 this year. Is it week 8 or week 9? It's probably week 8.
Yeah, I think it's week 8.
I didn't know if they
Yeah, he needs to go.
because they were trying to extend it a week. I don't know if that got approved or not, but I know typically week 8, so we have time. Shop him. I'll take a 7th round pick. I'll take a lunch. I'll trade him for a lunch.
How about a sack lunch? What is sack lunch to get rid of him?
Something. He got to go.
Yeah, and I'll even give him the Uber ride to get out.
Yeah, for real. Hey, don't even come in and look. Don't even come in and clear your lockout. Look, don't even come in and clear your lockout. We'll mail you your stuff.
Yeah, I'll mail you your stuff, man. I'll mail you your stuff, and you just mail your badge back in.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. And you consider yourself here.
He need to show up. He need to show up to practice tomorrow, and he don't have access to the Redskins facility.
No, gentlemen, you're too funny. I love it.
The guy who makes like minimum wage, tell him, I'm sorry, you can't come in.
You can't come in here.
You can't come in here. I got access. You don't.
Yeah, for real.
So I might have missed this because I was asleep on my couch.
We know.
What is going on with Jaden Daniels? Like, seriously, what is going on?
So Jaden,
the man was. Did I miss it?
Yeah, you missed it.
You missed it.
We did a whole show, man, while you were sleeping.
While you were asleep.
You got to go back and watch the show when this is done.
Yeah.
So we get ready to go to offense now, because just like I had because we're like over an hour. So like just like we had our top 5 D changes that we need to make now, I have my top 5 O changes that we need to make right now. Y'all ready for it?
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. Quarterback situation, running game, receivers, line, Cliff Kingsbury, play calling.
So look, I told you, y'all look, y'all, when I say y'all gave me a hard time this offseason, y'all gave me a hard time when I said our skill position suck. Remember I said that? Y'all was giving me a hard time. No,
yeah, you did.
Y'all was like, no, we got Terry and we got Debo. I said, we don't have a number 2 receiver on this roster. We do not. We do not have a number 2 receiver on this roster. We have a gadget player and we have a number 1 receiver. Now, with them being gone, we see we don't have nothing in no skill positions.
We have nothing in any skill position.
None of Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz is 100 years old. I'm surprised he's still healthy at this point.
All right, gentlemen, Shaq, I'm going to stop you. You know, we're like jaw jacking. We're texting and talking trash with each other, right? About the game and what's going on. We're always talking trash, folks. Always, the 3 of us, right? And I'm like, hell no. Daniels is going to get 3 touchdown passes this game against Dallas. 1 to McCaffrey, 1 to Lane, and 1 to Moore. I was like, I felt good about it.
Wrong, and more wrong.
Wrong, yeah, and extra wrong.
So here's how and I talked with Coach about this. I was upset. I'm like, you know what? Before Kingsbury, I think number 5 should be number 1, Coach. I think number 5 should be number 1. I do not think Kingsbury knows how to make any adjustments to handle the players that he's got. I do not think I think he has his playbook and it's set, and you run my plays, and if you don't make it, you suck. I don't think he knows how to adjust to pull in the strengths of the people that he has.
So this is right here.
All plays that gets those guys open. They can get open. And I know, Shaq, you disagree with me.
No, I agree with you about the Kingsbury playbook calling, but again, with the weakness in the skill positions, there were a lot of drops yesterday. There were a whole lot of drops yesterday. Jalen Lane was wide open, drops. Luke McCaffrey drops. Zach Ertz drops. There were a lot of drops yesterday.
That's Jaden not being accurate.
Jaden is not as accurate as he was last year.
He's throwing in a 10-foot window. Last year, he's throwing in the 3-foot window. What is going on with his accuracy?
He's injured. He's not 100%.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap up the show here. One of the things that we had is my coach, my keys to victory against the Chiefs. That's what I got for you. That's what I got for you. My 5 keys to victory right there.
Now I'm going to tell you, this is just me. One of the keys to victory for us to win, we're
You
not.
got a victory to win against the Chiefs.
Yeah. Like that. This me now. We're not going to contain Mahomes. We know we're not going to contain Mahomes, right? So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to stop the ground game. We can't let Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco beat us. We can't let those two beat us, right? And then we have to contain their weapons. Rashid Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Juju Smith. We have to contain their weapons.
We have nobody to cover any one of those three receivers. We have no way to stop that run game, and we're not going to contain Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I mean,
we don't have anything. We don't have anything in the tank for that. We don't.
So, like, when I'm over there, I'm just like, you see?
Yeah, I agree. The 5 keys to victory are there are no keys. It's a total. If we win that game, that is a luck win, and it's on someone's back, and it would have to be Jaden Daniels who's hurt.
Yeah,
it would have to be if we win against the Chiefs. It would be because the Chiefs lost that game, not because we won it.
Yeah, we would have to force a hell of a lot of turnovers.
Yeah,
I just don't see it, folks. I mean, I've never been this negative, but like,
yeah, it does not look good.
But all right, guys, that's the show for us tonight. I mean, I'm glad Lord Sarge woke up from his dead sleep. He's got to go back in for homework and watch the show. But it's been so good. Good job, Lord Sarge, finding us a sponsor. We might be able to afford to pay for our platform next month. I don't know.
AG1, baby, but don't count on it to keep you awake, but it'll keep you healthy.
It'll keep you healthy. All right. Do I get one of those bottles or something from them guys?
Yeah, when you order, you get a bottle, you get a spoon, you get a packet. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. So, all right. Well, anyway, congratulations being our sponsor. We appreciate it. And anyway, you guys enjoy the game. Remember, next week when we do our live stream, it is a pregame show prior to the Monday Night Football game, and we will be hyped up, and we will try to have more updated analysis of what's going on with this team and what we really think we might have to do in order to try to pull out a W.
Wait.
I'm going to have food ready to go so I can eat and watch this stuff.
All-American says the plan is that we should get rid of DQ and hire Coach Mad Mike to run everything. That's what we're going to be the Chiefs. The Ravens are as bad as we are this year.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, hey, this is Football Psych, baby, and we're out of here.
Yeah.
HTTR, baby. HTTR.